Like the hundreds of dollars you could save when you switch your car insurance to Geico. That's money you could put in a bank or a wallet. Go ahead, call Geico. I'll be here on the floor.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com today.
If you're like most people, you have muscle or joint pain but haven't found an effective solution. It's time you tried Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. Salonpas contains 3 powerful active ingredients that penetrate deep, providing effective relief for up to 8 hours. It's easy to apply, it's non-greasy, and it starts to deliver relief in seconds. So if you're still searching for effective relief, find Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. It's in the tall blue box in the pain relief aisle. Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel for targeted relief.
Mockingbird fans have quite a shock waiting for them in Harper Lee's new novel.
In Go Set a Watchman, written by Harper Lee in the 1950s but being released for the first time next Tuesday, we meet a grown-up Scout as she returns to her Alabama hometown and her aging father. In To Kill a Mockingbird, written later, Atticus Finch is a principled white lawyer who defends a wrongly accused black man and dispenses wisdom to his daughter along the way. In Watchmen, according to the New York Times, Finch is a racist who tells Scout the Negroes down here are still in their childhood as people. The book is the story of Scout's disillusionment. Bill Whitney, CBS News.
And the billionaire creator of Beanie Babies has avoided prison time. H. Ty Warner was accused of evading $5.6 million in U.S. taxes by hiding millions of dollars in a Swiss bank account. Warner will instead get probation. Federal prosecutors were pushing for at least a year in prison. Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
A few days ago, Brooke Tudine posted an inspirational quote on her wall that got 17 likes and 3 comments. Thumbs up, Brooke. Geico also wants to make a comment. In just 15 minutes, you could save hundreds of dollars on your car insurance by switching to Geico. And nothing says inspiration better than saving money. Well, except for those posters that say things like teamwork, excellence, and make it happen. Hashtag keep climbing. Hashtag savings.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
If you're like most people, you have muscle or joint pain but haven't found an effective solution. It's time you tried Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. Salonpas contains 3 powerful active ingredients that penetrate deep, providing effective relief for up to 8 hours. It's easy to apply, it's non-greasy, and it starts to deliver relief in seconds. So if you're still searching for effective relief, find Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. It's in the tall blue box in the pain relief aisle. Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel for targeted relief.
Delaware 105.9 news time is 7:06. What happened to 7 lifeguard stands in Rehoboth? Police are investigating the disappearance of lifeguard stands from the beach between Brooklyn Street and the end of the boardwalk. City workers discovered the missing stands early Thursday morning. 47 ABC reports Police Chief Keith Banks believes they may have been dragged into the ocean, and the search for the stands continues. Banks also says they have leads in the case, but no arrests have been made. In Delaware, Newcastle County Police have charged 3 young men in the theft of a Confederate flag from a home in Newark. Barry Brinkley Jr. reported that the flag had been removed from a flagpole outside of his home on Wednesday. A boat on the property had been spray painted with the word racist, and his pickup truck was damaged. Investigators found a latent fingerprint that led to the 3 suspects being identified. Officers say all 3 turned themselves in on Friday. In sports, Hunter Pence belted a grand slam while the Giants exploded for 8 runs against Cole Hamels in a 15-2 victory over Philadelphia. The Game 2 starts tonight at 10:05, and the Orioles rallied over a win in Washington. That start time is 7:15. Here's our 3-day forecast from our Delaware 105.9 Weather Center. Today, mostly cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms, high 77. Monday, partly sunny and humid, high 83. Sunday, partly sunny, high 83. And on Monday, also partly sunny and humid, high 83. Get news anytime at Delaware1059.com. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva on Delaware 105.9.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
All right. Are we about ready, Brooks?
We are ready.
We are ready. We've got everything all laid out. All the wires are nice and straight. And good morning and welcome Saturday morning. What in the world is this, July 11th already?
Yes, it
Just
is.
a week ago, it was the 4th of July.
It doesn't feel like it's been a week.
I know it. You don't even look like you've aged a bit, Brooks.
I hope not. Not in a week.
Well, good morning, everybody. You're listening to Jim Weller. That was my co-host, executive producer, Brooks Ritter, and one of my top salesmen, and his mom and dad's one of their 3 favorite sons. So anyway.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. So you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live, We're alive, and we're live, and we're here at their open house, the Dry Zone Red Barns, having a little open house here this morning. Just a meet and greet. If you've never been to the barn, this is a big red barn on Route 16 just outside of Ellendale. Go to the rural farms and head towards Greenwood, and we're right down the road there. So anyway, we're having an open house. The grill is on. I know that sounds a little odd, but Bill, the owner of Dry Zone, seems to love to cook. So every time we're here, he wants to cook something. So we're having free breakfast omelets. You know, he's not sticking them in a microwave or anything. He's actually cooking them right here, right now. So if you happen to want an omelet and you're hungry, bring the kids, bring the family. Stop by. You don't have to buy a thing. There's no high-pressure salespeople here. We brought in all the low-pressure salespeople this morning. So anyway, but just stop in and look at the inside of the barn and see what they've done. You are welcome. We're going to be here till 9 o'clock. So wanted to mention the free breakfast, which I have. Have you had anything yet, Brooks?
Nope, not yet, but
right.
I plan to have something soon.
Are we streaming this morning?
We are streaming, and
we have enough
everything.
bandwidth in here?
Yes, I think we're good.
Okay.
Everything's working fine
The
right now.
bandwidth is good. So anyway, WellerDoesDelmarva.com. You can watch us. We're sitting right here. And if you're listening and saying, man, I ain't got time to listen to this now, but I don't want to miss nothing, because there's going to be some offers that I make this morning. I think you'll agree they're extremely extreme.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. They're kind of like this. Here's the deal. I'm going to make these offers during the show as long as you make contact with somebody at Weller's in Bridgeville before they close today. We close at 1. You make contact with them and just get in there next week. You can have the offers. Now, some of the things, there's only 1 or 2 of them, so they may be going by the time you get there. But if you don't make contact with us, then the offers won't be any good. So during the show, there's going to be 3 or 4 things that are extreme offers. This year here, we have made up our mind. We're going to dump some inventory. A lot of it we might sell a little bit less than we want to. A lot of it we might sell for a little bit below cost. We just, this year, our overall goal is to really dump some inventory. So my banker is happy about that. My kids are happy about that. My wife is happy about that, and I miss the inventory. I grow attached to it, in other words, you know. So I'm the guy who buys all the stuff, and I negotiate these crazy deals, and then I don't want to get rid of it. I just want to hold on to it. And that's what the thing is. They're like, nothing you sell is collector's item, and you don't want to make it a collector's item by having it too long. So I'm working on it. So there's going to be some extreme offers. I'm going to tell you about one right now, okay? So one is a wood splitter. I don't know how many we have. I know we had 10 or so. I know we're down to probably 1 or 2 now. So it's going to be a you snooze, you lose special. This offer is good as long as you make contact with us today. So all you literally have to do is text us, email us, call on the phone, and leave a message and say, hey, my name is so-and-so, or Mr. So-and-so in that case. But anyway, I'm interested in the wood splitter. No commitment whatsoever. I'll be in the next day or 2 to take a look at it. If you don't make any contact with us, this offer will be no good to you, okay? So the phone number at the store, and you might want to write it down because there's going to be a few things, and it's also going to be based on who calls first. 337-8228. That's 302-337-8228, 8228. So here's the wood splitter. I got these wood splitters, and we bought a bunch of them. It's a brand new brand called Champion, 22-ton, gasoline-operated wood splitter. Now, the 2 that we have, we would call them demo models. They're the ones that we actually put hydraulic fluid in. So there's almost $100 worth of hydraulic fluid that we put in it. We start them up, so when somebody comes in and says, how's this thing work? I want to see it. You know, a lot of people that buy wood splitters have never owned one before. So anyway, so these would be our demo models.
That's correct.
Okay, they look just a smidgen weathered. Not much, but a little, because we set them outside every day, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. These things are, if you go online and look at some places, you'll find them $1,500 for a Champion 22-ton hydraulic log splitter. We've got them reduced down to $1,099. We just want them to go away. We don't want to have to keep them all winter long or anything like that. So at $1,099, that's just to go get out of here price. We sold many of them for $1,299, $1,397, stuff like that. But today, if you call before 1 o'clock or come in and make any kind of contact with us, you've got all the way till the end of next week to wrap up the deal. And We'll even offer you. Can we offer 1 year same as cash on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll even offer you 1 year same as cash, $875.
Wow,
That's
a great
wow.
deal.
That's a wow. So I just want them to go away. I don't want to have to take them out of the showroom, put them in storage for the winter, summer, winter. What's coming? Summer, winter.
Winter's
winter.
coming.
I don't want to put them away for the winter. I just want them to go away. Okay? So that is below our cost, and we just want them to go away. Not to mention, it's got about $100 worth of hydraulic fluid in it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't think they've ever split wood. They did for the video. Where's that video?
That video is on our website.
Is it really?
Yep.
How do they maneuver that? Where is it? Weller Mercials? It's Wellers.com, folks. I know that much. Brooks is going to figure. He don't even know where it's at. But
I don't remember. I'll tell you here in
he's
just a
going to
minute.
tell us in a minute. But anyway, you can watch the video because I think we actually split some wood with this thing. So anyway, $875 for a brand spanking new 22-ton Champion wood splitter. Did you find it?
Yep, it's at Wellers.com, obviously,
Yeah.
and there's a link that says limited time.
Limited time.
Click on that, and it's at the bottom of that page.
That was appropriately worded. Limited time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $875. You got to call now. 337-8228. Leave your name and number. They'll give you a call back. You're under no obligation. But if you don't call, you're not in the running. Okay. So next, we're going to talk about Dry Zone. That's where we're at. Bill, how is you today?
Good.
Yeah, it's on. It's the louder you talk, the more it hears you.
Right. There you go.
So this is Bill Anderson, the owner of Dry Zone. You and your wife, Heather.
My lovely bride and my
Yeah.
mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Oh, okay. All right. Now they're the hard workers.
Yeah.
You get out of the way and let them do it all.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's how
But this big office up here is Heather's.
Right. Yes.
Okay. So anyway, you can either talk to the guy that owns it or the lady who knows what's going on.
Exactly, yeah.
So anyway, well, good morning to you.
Good. How are you?
I'm real good, and looks like you guys got a lot going on, and business sounds like it's going to be a good year.
Always a good year. Yeah.
Yep.
Never had a
And
bad one.
I guess rain causes people to become more aware that I might have a minor problem somewhere.
It does. It's water's a great thing, right? It's the thing that makes life grow and everything else. It's also the
That's
thing
what made
that
the
can-
Grand Canyon.
Right. It did. Well, you're exactly right. And it actually destroyed something to make something beautiful. or
Correct,
whatever,
right.
Which is, if you talk about that, we had a little water in here to make something
That's
beautiful.
right.
It's the walls in here. They're all brand new.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The half walls, the new doors, and all that good stuff.
I like the new doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not painted yet, though. We try to get it done before the show this week.
Okay. Well, that's
No,
okay.
it's and a little bit of water is what caused that to happen.
Right, a water leak.
It was a water
Something
leak,
as
yeah.
simple as that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not always necessarily the rain. Like this morning, it's supposed to rain, and I hope it. The first time I've said I hope it doesn't rain in a long time. But
Why?
because
What do you got
we're
going
going out
on?
fishing tonight instead of our company picnic. We're doing a big company thing on a
Fishing.
headboat out of Lewis. So
Rented the ferry.
Everybody's
going to fish off the ferry.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody be throwing up off the ferry today. I think I heard the seas are going to be a little bad.
Oh, okay, a little choppy.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. It doesn't always have to be rain.
It doesn't.
It could be something as simple as that going at something busted.
Yeah, I mean hot water tanks. I
Yeah.
think that's actually like the number one. If you, and
They
I'm not an
rust
insurance
through, don't
agent,
they?
but I think that's like one of the biggest reasons why you have water in your home.
Yeah.
For all these disaster companies to have a job is because of hot water tanks that let go. And I've seen them up in attics. They're up on
Wow.
your first floor. If that
I
lets
got
go,
one in Bridgeville up in
yeah.
the roof over top of the offices.
Right. So yeah, I mean
Yeah.
if that lets go, it could all that hot water, especially if you're gone for the weekend. That thing just simply constantly is just running all weekend, floods out your floors. Now you suddenly have mold, mildew, rot everywhere.
Yep. So you guys come in, and if it's in a basement, you can, I don't know how to describe these sheets of, I call it light paneling, but you call it an organic material.
It's what's inorganic.
Inorganic.
So it's
Okay.
actually concrete and porcelain.
Okay.
Okay. So it's sort of looks like sheetrock.
Okay.
Right. I mean it's 10 times heavier than sheetrock.
But it's much more attractive looking, in other words.
much more attractive. Yeah, and it's actually two colors. It's beige and off-white.
Okay.
Supposedly there was these huge studies done, and those are the two most attractive or neutral colors.
Okay.
And
They must have asked 7 or 8 people.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm colorblind, so I'll take everyone's
Okay.
word for it. But
Okay.
it all depends on the lights. Like if I actually change the lighting in here, like that wall looks different than these walls over here, just because we
Okay.
have some different lighting, and it's
Yeah.
the exact same lighting. It's just one's farther away.
Right.
And if you actually put cans and you turn them on or lower them
Okay.
down and all that, it really changes it. So.
Well, there's like a science to this.
Well, there really is, because we believe, especially when we finish basements or refinish basements or just do the bottom half wall. So yeah, like over here we have full walls. Over here it's just the half walls.
Right.
You know?
Is that called chair rail or?
That is a chair rail, yeah.
Okay.
And it's
okay.
that's actually plastic. So
What
once
is?
again, the molding.
So all of that, not that it's supposed to get wet, all of that can get wet.
Yeah.
And if it does, it will recover from it.
Correct. Yeah.
Without having to replace it.
You literally just wipe it off with a towel.
Golly day.
Because there's nothing for it to rot, mildew, and all that other good stuff.
Okay. So this would be good for a basement or something where there could be a possible, if the creek rises.
Yeah, it's it's really wherever. I mean, there's a lot of
Insurance
commercial
companies have
buildings
got to
using
love putting this stuff in.
Oh yeah, because they're paying for it one time.
One time. In other words, so if something happens, I'll give you an example. My bathroom at my office in Bridgeville froze and busted 3 times last winter.
Right.
I'm like, I couldn't catch a break.
Right.
And I'm like, just don't put the sheetrock back. That's not till summer. In other words, I'm tired of cutting it out and putting it back. And I'm like, my goodness. But it was on an outside wall, and it just caught the wind, or that was the coldest area every time.
Well, think about it. I mean, if the insurance company paid it the first time,
right,
they're probably not going to pay it a second or third time over the winter. They probably would, I guess.
Right,
I don't know, but
they're going to expect me to do something different.
Right. And, that's the coolest part about this stuff. I mean, if we have another, God forbid, we have another catastrophe like we did in here that day, because that was depressing.
Yeah.
But if it ever happened again, literally the guys are just in here with squeegees pushing
That's
it out the doors.
Point,
we wipe off the walls, and that's it.
See, every time I talk about dry zone or think about it, I immediately think of crawl spaces. I never think of something as simple. I mean, we're not even in a crawl space here.
Right.
We're not even in a basement.
Right.
We're inside the Red Barn. So, again, if you're listening, I want to encourage you just to stick your head in the door and stop by today. Like I say, we're having a little mini, what am I calling this, an open house? That's a fair.
I like open house.
Just a
I
meet
like
and greet,
that, yeah.
kick the tires.
Yeah, come on,
come on in and stop by. We're not here to pressure you into anything. We're here till about 9:30, and then we're going to get on with our day.
Exactly.
So we're right here on Route 16 in Allendale. If you've never been, it's a big red barn. Inside, one end of it, it looks like little horse stalls.
Yep, that was the idea.
Yeah, and that was your daughter's idea?
No, my mother-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she into horses?
No, it's we're Basement Systems who we're a part of.
Okay.
They theme out all of their offices.
Oh, okay.
So we figured if we were going to theme it out
That's
in
a
a barn.
Theme. In the barn.
Yeah,
little barn stalls. So, I'm just amazed what you've done, and I really am glad you're here, and I know you got a lot of trucks out there. And have you got your newest truck?
The newest truck is up.
What do I call? I call it the cement lifting truck, but you got a more.
It's called a poly rig.
Poly rig.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a big box truck.
Yep.
And then inside of it, you have all kinds of machinery, but the overall scope of it is you can lift concrete.
We lift concrete, yeah. Stoops, steps, concrete. I mean, if it's hard, we
so
can
do
pick
you
it up.
like use your strongest men or strongest employees?
No, it's the funniest part. He's actually one of my smallest guys.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
but he just works out a lot.
No, you just got to push a trigger. That's all it is.
Oh my gosh, really?
That's it.
We're gonna have to talk about that in the next half an hour.
Absolutely.
Lifting concrete. What
That's
an
right.
interesting concept. So, all right, folks. Again, it's Bill Anderson. He's right here this morning. He's the head. What is it called? Head chief cook bottle washer. I forgot that saying.
Janitor.
What is it? Huh? Janitor.
That's all I want to be is a janitor now.
Janitor. Keep it simple. If you want to sell him something, ask for the janitor.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask for the janitor.
I don't know if I want the janitor cooking in my omelet.
No, that's a good point. Well, he's not the janitor on Saturday.
On
He's
Saturdays,
the
I'm
custodian
cook.
on Saturday. Okay. All right. Well, we'll come back to you in the next half an hour. Is that
Thank
good,
you,
Bill?
Jim.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
All right. So we are here, folks. And if you want to meet the people involved in Dry Zone, just stop by. Stick your head in the door. And if you want something to eat, they got coffee. What's that's a Keurig thing over there? Oh, that's the way to go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's not yesterday's coffee.
No, it's
It'll
fresh.
Be fresh. So anyway, get yourself a cup of coffee or a bottle of juice or a bottle of water and just say hi and hang out with us a little bit and see what's going on. But you can see inside here some of the things they've done. In other words, to the building and some of their products. This little office back here, it's not really little. It's a nice looking office. This is Heather's office. Anyway, it's built up higher. So that way there's a crawl space underneath it. So you could look under there and see some of the things they do there. Brooks, let's talk about Wilson's auction if we could.
Absolutely.
I was talking to Dave the other day, and he said, man, it's just people are bringing stuff every week. And if you've never been to Wilson's auction, this is Dave Wilson. Wilson's auction is on Route 113 in Lincoln. And Wade helps them there, Wade Wilson and Albert. And they have an auto auction on Tuesday nights. Like if you want a nice used car, great place to go. If you've got a car you want to get rid of, great place to move it along. Or if you just want to get a feel for what cars are going for, Wilson's Auction is the place right there on Route 113 in Lincoln. Now, that's every Tuesday night, but today being Saturday, they have an auction every Saturday. Today, it looks like they're starting at 9 o'clock this morning right there in Lincoln. They have lawn equipment and tools, household items, glassware, antiques, furniture, and more. If you would go to wilsonsauction.com, you would say, my goodness, there's a nice diamond plate aluminum toolbox there. Some brand new struts. They're brand new in the package. All kinds of furniture, some antiques, coin sets, things like that, glassware. I see tables and chairs, and I see, oh, that looks like an old sewing machine. Just a lot of interesting things. There's tools, there's bikes, there's mowers. There's just a lot of stuff. So if you've never been to an auction, it's a lot of fun. There's books, and there's just all kinds of stuff. I see a thing like a little disc you pull behind a little lawnmower or tractor, something small like that for a small garden or whatever. So just lots of different things. It's Wilson's Auction right on Route 113 in Lincoln. So you just go there and walk around. It starts at 9 o'clock today. It'll probably run till 9 o'clock tonight. They've just got stuff outside the building, inside the building, everywhere. Sometimes there's more than one auctioneer at a time going on. So if you want something to do, or if you've never been, or if you just want to start buying and selling things, or let's say you've got a garage full of stuff, or let's say you've got buildings and tractor trailer bodies full of stuff, just take it to Wilson's and they can liquidate it for you, and it's all done and over with, and you just drop it off, they'll sell it, and then you pick your money up and it's over with. So also, if you need appraisals, or if you have an estate you want to settle, or some property you want to settle, wilsonsauction.com. Good people to deal with. I've dealt with them a lot over the years, and I highly recommend them. And you can give them a call, or you can stop on in. Either way, their phone number is 422-3454, 422-3454. And it's wilsonsauction.com. Brooks, what's up in your world?
It's been busy at work, busy at home, busy everywhere.
Hey, I want to make sure I did give Wilson's number out. I think I did. 422-3454. 422-3454. If you need an auctioneer, wilsonsauction.com. Good people. I recommend them. And if you want something interesting to do, or if you just want to find a bargain, I used to buy stuff there and resell it all the time. Okay, really? All the time. Okay, so I always found bargains there. Anyway, that's Wilson's Auction. Enough on that. And you said you've been busy. Is that correct?
Yep. Well, I'm going to be on vacation next week, so I'm trying to get everything, at work, tidied up, finished up, cleaned up. Trying not to have anything linger. I don't like taking what I have and throwing it on somebody else's back. So.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yeah, I try.
I can see that. You got the Meet the Staff video done. I really want to brag on that. You did a wonderful, wonderful job. If you are listening and you have never met the people that work at Weller's, I think I even mentioned this last week, but it's on our website. Now, where'd we end up putting that thing? Is it hard to find, easy to find?
It's if you go to Wellers.com and click on the About Us, it's right under that tab.
Okay, that makes sense, About Us.
Yep, and it's like the second thing down. You'll see it there. I'm working on a link to put on the homepage to make it even easier to get to.
That's TMI. Too much info. Just tell me where it's at.
Yep, it's under the About Us.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's like, and man, we want to say thanks. We've had a really nice year.
We
have. A lot of good customers.
Yes.
People seem to enjoy dealing with us, and we seem to enjoy dealing with them. So we want to say thank you to all the fine folks that support Weller's, because without our customers, we would have nothing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely is correct. So anyway, store opens at 9 today, right?
That's correct.
Who's going to be on deck? You'll be there 10:30?
Probably 10:30ish.
Okay.
But Earl will be there. Brandon will be there. Jason will be there. So we'll have a good staff there for you.
A good staff. Mm-hmm. All right. And you can watch this show right now at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. And we're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and the breakfast omelets are there. If you'd like one, or tell Bill what you want, and he'll make it for you. Hey, I want to talk about George Luff real quick. Luff & Associates, he's been doing our accounting work for, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years, probably 25 plus years. Great guy to deal with, good company. But he really has been doing payroll for people here over the past few years, been doing ours for over 2 years now, and it's a system called Easy Payroll. And I said to George, George, how in the world can it be so complicated anymore to own a business and do payroll. And he said, Jim, they're just always changing things. And he was explaining to me that by being a CPA firm, they have to keep their CPA certification or whatever it's called. They constantly have to update their education. Now, I used to do our own payroll, and of course my daughter did it, and there wasn't any requirements for her to continue upgrading her education to be my bookkeeper. So, new rules were being made, new regulations were coming out, and we were just scared to death all the time that, daggone it, we make one simple mistake, and we're going to burn up hours getting that straight. We're going to take a break? I'm going to take a break. We're going to be right back. First break of the morning with Weller Does Delmarva. Watch us online during the break, and more specials to come. We'll be right back.
All day long, we're talking about local issues and talking with local folks who are your friends and neighbors rather than constantly beating the left versus right political drum.
Live and local is really where it's at.
That's us. Live, local, all day, every weekday. Local. Thanks for making the switch to the new Delaware 1059.
See a few showers around for this morning. Otherwise today, the early clouds will give way to a brightening sky. Turns out to be a pretty nice afternoon as we get to a high of about 80 degrees. Mainly clear skies for tonight with a low of 67 degrees. And a mix of sun and shine and clouds for tomorrow. Again, the weekend beautifully, the high near 82. As we get into Monday, a little bit more humid, but still that mix of clouds and sunshine with a high of 83 degrees. Partly sunny and humid with a shower or thunderstorm Tuesday. I'm Courtney Spamer in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Delaware 1059 news time is 7:30. Good morning on July 11th. I'm Alan Vickers. Authorities are now offering a reward for information that leads investigators to a Smyrna woman who hasn't been seen since January. State police say a gold alert was issued for Keisha Hamilton back on January 10th. That alert is still active. Hamilton disappeared with her two small children who were found in good condition with the father hours after an Amber Alert was issued. A neighbor told NBC 10 Hamilton said to call police if the neighbor didn't hear from her. Hamilton is described as African American, 140 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Anyone who knows about her whereabouts, call state police or Crime Stoppers. Delaware State Police or Crime Stoppers. Just offering a award. CBS News is up next.
Update. People in Bosnia-Herzegovina right now are marking the 20th anniversary of the Srebrenica massacre, where Bosnian Serb troops killed 8,000 Muslim men and boys. CBS's Larry Miller.
The massacre remains politically sensitive. A ceremony outside the Serb parliament was banned. The day's commemoration events include a funeral for more than 100 victims whose remains were recently identified using DNA analysis.
President Bill Clinton spoke at the memorial service.
The world is still being dominated by wars and killings based on ethnicity and race and religion.
The UN had declared the town a safe haven for civilians. Former UN diplomat Diego Aria visited and says what he saw was an open-air prison.
They were killing them slowly. That's what I said. A slow-motion genocide is taking place before the eyes of the world.
CBS News Update. I'm Steve Dorsey.
Comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 1059 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okay, we are back, and we were talking bookkeeping, accounting, and of course the most important thing, payroll. Okay?
Yes, everybody loves payroll.
Everybody loves payroll. Anyway, so we have decided as a company, Wellers, that we are going to let Luff and Associates there in Milford or Dover or Rehoboth do our payroll. We've been dealing with them a couple years because we just got to thinking it's just not worth the risk. Now, George will do a company as small as 1 or 2 people, or if you've got hundreds of people, they can help you out, and they can do as little or as much as you would like them to do. So we deal with them. If you own a business and you're just a little nervous about making a mistake on the payroll and having to deal with the headaches of it, or don't even want to be bothered with it, you just want to get your mind on running your business and do what you do for a living, give George and his staff a call. It's Luff & Associates, 3 locations now, Milford, Rehoboth, and Dover. The nice thing I like is one phone number. One phone number gets you everywhere. So it's 422-9699, 422-9699, and on the web it's luffcpas.com, luffcpas.com. So anyway, we are sitting here inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and we have a lot going on, and it's a busy morning. And I do have one special I want to mention, and then we're going to start talking about Dry Zone again, and you're invited. So anyway, but I have a trailer called a tow and stow, and the best way I can describe this is it's a little trailer, single axle trailer. You can pull it behind a small vehicle or a big vehicle, and it actually has what's called torsion suspension, which makes it ride real smooth. And I don't know how wide it is, 5 foot wide inside probably, maybe 6 or 8 feet long, something like that. Anyway, and on the top it has these 2 doors that like open upward, and they're removable, but they lift up, and then inside it has like one platform, and then below it can have another one, or the one platform's removable. It's like a shelf from front to back. Yep. So it has a lot of versatility to it. So the lid can be left on, the lid can be taken off, or whatever. Then it has like a tailgate type thing that just flops down, and very weather resistant. I don't know if I would call it plastic or whatever, but Rubbermaid type material is what it's made out of. Very durable and so on. So it's a nice little handy trailer, perfect for hauling your camping gear or construction equipment or whatever. It's not going to carry a lot of weight, but for tools and stuff like that, looks pretty weather resistant. I believe you can lock it and so on. But anyway, we bought a bunch of these, a bunch of them. And these, we got 2 left, right?
Yes.
They've been sitting around just a little bit. They're 2010s, so that's how old they are, okay? But they're brand new, but we now need to sell them as used. So we call them newsed. New but used, okay? But anyway, these things here were $2,999 when they were new. $3,000. We've got them on sale right now for $1,475. Now, here's what's neat about this trailer. This trailer, if you live in a development, this was what it was designed for, where you're not allowed to have a trailer in your yard or your driveway. When you're done with it, you can literally stand it on end. The tongue folds down, the axle folds up underneath of it, and then it's like a storage locker.
Yep.
And then it's got shelves in it and so on. It's the neatest little thing, okay? You can put it behind your garage, in the back of your garage, or whatever. So anyway, they were $29.99. We'll just call that $3,000. They're on sale for $14.75, which is half price. If you call today before 1 and say, I'm interested, no obligation again, just I'm interested, you can have this deal. If you don't call before 1, you don't get the deal. You got to call before 1, say I'm interested, and stop in next week and buy the thing or not buy the thing. I'll sell you the trailer for $1,475. If you buy it, I'm going to give you a brand new kayak, absolutely free. I'll give you a paddle for the kayak, absolutely free. I'll give you a 4,000 watt generator, absolutely free. And I'll give you a Works weed whacker, absolutely free. So people say, well, Jim, why don't you just reduce the price? I don't want to reduce the price. I need the $1,475, but I own so much product that I'll just throw enough product at you to get you to buy this daggone thing. After you take out the kayak, the paddle, the generator, and the Works weed whacker, that brings your net cost of that $880.50.
Wow.
For a trailer that retails for $2,999. It's a 2010, folks. It's been sitting around. It's not as pretty as it was when it was new, but it's not as ugly as never mind. It's not as ugly as some things. So anyway, what I'm saying is it's a heck of a deal.
Now they have to make contact with us today.
By 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay? No obligation whatsoever. You're simply calling and leaving a message or talking to one of the people that answers the phone. Send us an email. What is it? Brooks@wellers.com?
Yep.
Okay. And just say, hey, I'm interested, or sales@wellers.com.
That'll work.
337-8228's the store. The trailer is a single axle. It's called a tow and stow. $1,475. You pay me $1,475. Then you get a kayak free. You get a paddle free. You get a 4,000 watt Champion generator free. And you get a Works weed whacker free.
That's just
okay?
amazing.
That's amazing. That's $594 worth of merchandise free if you buy the trailer.
Wow.
Okay? And it's just because I got the trailer and I got the merchandise, and I want to get as much money from you as I can, but I'll throw enough merchandise at you to get you to buy this thing.
Sure.
So I'm just letting you know, that's the deal of a lifetime. Those are the kind of radio offers you hope the guy comes in and Brooks talks him into something else. That's what you hope. Okay?
I would think that's probably the best offer I've ever heard on the radio from you.
It is. It really is. But Brooks, I'm going to be honest with you. I own that stuff. If I can bring in $1,475 2 times, I could use the money.
Sure.
I don't need the product. I need the money.
Sure.
I cannot make payroll with product. I can only make payroll with money. Okay? Keep that in mind. All right?
I gotcha.
All right. Can we jump to our next guest?
Absolutely.
Barry's got a breathalyzer test over here
Derek.
for me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I sat with Barry yesterday morning there at Jimmy's Grill. So today it's Derek.
You got it.
How's it going?
It's going good, brother. How
Believe
you
it
doing?
or not, I have your name written right there.
And you even spelled it right. Look at you.
Did I really?
You're on a roll this
All
morning,
right,
aren't
I'm
you?
on a roll. All right, Derek, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Real good. How you enjoying this heat?
It's hot.
Enjoying or enduring or whatever it is.
It's hot, but I tell you what, it's better than the snow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not big
true.
on snow unless I'm skiing in it.
Okay, there you go. Are you a skier?
Oh, absolutely. When you work at Dry Zone, because we're hiring, you can make enough money to go skiing.
Really?
Absolutely.
Dry Zone's hiring.
Yes, they are.
No kidding. What, would somebody go to the website and check that out?
They can go to the website. They can come in here and talk to us. They can.
They
call
could
us
even
direct.
come in this morning, couldn't
Absolutely.
they? All right.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so Dry Zone's hiring.
Yes, sir.
What are they hiring for? Do you...
Sales, production, pretty
So,
much
like the
office
people that-
personnel. Yes.
Okay, so like sales would be the people that are going to go out and greet customers and so on.
The sales job is
production,
amazing.
That's what you do.
Absolutely, and it's awesome.
Okay,
It's
real
really
easy,
is
isn't
good.
it?
It's a grown up job.
So I would agree with that. But I would have to think with the services you provide and the product you provide, I'm not going to say it's easy to sell.
No.
But the thing is, it's a value. When people spend money with Dry Zone on their facility, whether it's commercial or residential, it helps the value of their property.
Right, they're protecting their property. Absolutely.
Correct. And
right.
their
from the
property is
elements.
one of their biggest investments, whether it's a commercial building or a residential building. You know, I look at what you've done to the inside of the barn here. I happen to be the landlord of the barn. And so, in other words, I'm like, this has increased the value of the property.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so everything you do is pretty much done by trained professionals. I know you guys joke about this, but it's not Chuck in a truck.
It's not Chuck in a
I have
truck.
not met Chuck in a truck yet,
No.
but I know he exists.
Everybody actually that does the installs are professionally trained. They all work for our company. We
Okay,
don't
so
go
they're not
hire-
a bunch of subs.
No, they're not sitting out at Home
Okay.
Depot looking for somebody to stop and pick them up. No, we actually have trained professionals that come to your hall.
All right. So anyway, did you want to switch to that gizmo, or am I? That
well,
gizmo has nothing to do with talking on the radio.
No, absolutely. Actually, yeah, it's a breathalyzer test, like you said. We want to check up on you every now and
Okay,
then.
I don't blame you, especially early in the morning.
Well, we've been finding a lot underneath people's crawl spaces and stuff here lately, and it's almost like an epidemic right now. With the climate change coming out of wintertime and going into the summertime, we're getting a lot of humidity. I mean, tons of it. People don't have groundwater seepage, which is where water's coming up from the ground, and they're calling us up because they think they're in need of sump pumps and everything else. When we get there, come to find out, they're getting so much humidity that there's standing water in the crawl space from just water dripping off the insulation.
Because they're using their air conditioner, or has it had nothing to do with air?
Well, what it has to do with, when the warm air from outside, the warm humid air from outside collides with the cooler air in the crawl space, a little bit of technical knowledge. What happens is every degree that drops. Now we can agree that the crawl space is cooler than the outside air, right? For every degree that drops, the relative humidity climbs by 2.5%, and that's
Really?
a lot. So if you're
10
dropping
degrees would make a
huge, 10 degrees.
So
you're
a
raising-
storm comes and the temperature drops 10 degrees.
You got it. The relative humidity climbs by 2.5%, which means it's going to climb to 20%. It's dramatic, and in a crawl space where the humidity gets trapped, it's very, very bad for a home. Right. Rotted wood.
You got all this insulation under there.
Absolutely. The insulation starts to fall out because it gets too heavy with water to stay in. It's really inviting for termites, pests, wood rot, mold, you name it. It's horrible.
Daggone, I
It
never
tears a home up.
realized that. That makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So this has absolutely nothing to do with I have a leak.
No. All of this,
This
of
just
course,
has to do with nature.
You got it, and that humid air comes into the house, causes the AC to work twice as hard, gives you that damp and sticky floors on the bottom of your bare feet. You know, I mean, it's bad.
All right, and so what would you do in that case? That would be an encapsulation project?
That's the famous encapsulation.
Is that what you
yes.
call it, encapsulation?
Encapsulation.
I call it the pool liner.
There you go.
In other words, it looks like a pool liner on the ground.
Well, being as hot as it is, the pool sounds good right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, I understand.
Now, if a person is listening right now and says, you know what, I have no idea if I do or don't have a problem. I have no clue. Is there such a thing as you just come out and take a look at a person's house?
That's the beauty of it. See, a lot of people are really worried that, you know, it's going to cost them all this money to find out what's going on with their home. They can't find out what's going on with their home until somebody comes out and talks to them. And that's where we come in. It doesn't cost them a dime. All they got to do is call up. We'll send a trained professional out there, and they'll go down there, they'll take a look, they'll come up and tell them what's wrong with their home. After that, it's up to them to decide whether they want to do anything about it.
And I had a friend of mine just contact you recently. My daughter did some business with you, and they were very impressed with the packet they got in the mail.
Oh,
in
yeah,
other
that's
words,
nice.
Call the number, then all of a sudden you get this packet in the mail, and my goodness, by the time you get the packet and by the time you actually meet somebody, you're like, I'm really interested in this. There's a lot of science here. It's not just we're selling a sump pump or we want to do this or do that. There's a lot of science behind it, and there's a lot of value when you have your home in the right, I don't know if the word's called conditioning or whatever, right. But you get it conditioned or it is conditioned or whatever. I know at my house, once I encapsulated the underneath of it, I'm like, it was just so different.
You know, people could probably, if they were really wondering and they were really nervous about having somebody come out, that's a really good point you're making there. They could actually call up here and we could send them a packet.
Right.
They could come in, stop in here and pick up a packet.
Yeah.
It's got everything you ever
have the
need to know
package
about
right
it.
here?
Absolutely.
So, like, if somebody was listening right now and said, look, I don't even know if I want somebody to come out, they could stop right in right now
Stop in
and
pick up a packet. Right, and the packet
and
has
grab
got,
an omelet while they're here.
Exactly. It's everything from foundations to crawl spaces to basements. We have a packet for each one of those. They can pick up a crawl space science book that comes in the packet. It's got financing information in the packet.
Oh, I know.
It's got referral people they can call on the phone
like
and talk
testimonials
to them. It's got
okay.
everything you could think of in that packet.
Okay.
It's really well put together.
Plus, your website's pretty informative.
Absolutely.
dryzone.com.
Oh man, you got to go to that thing. It's got videos and everything in there.
Now,
Meet the team.
Yeah,
everything's
meet the
in
team.
Yep.
And I guess if you wanted to apply for a job, can you do it at the website?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's dryzone.com. Now, are you going to be at the fair?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the fairs are. Who's not going to be at the fair?
Right.
Come on, Jim.
Now
Everybody
you're in
goes
the
to the fair.
inside air-conditioned building.
Well, we like to be conditioned. Yes.
Weather conditioned, right? Right. Just wouldn't be right to be outside in the humidity. All right. So, am I giving out a phone number here? 684-5034.
Absolutely, that works.
You got another number you want me to give, or?
No, I'm good with that.
Okay. 684-5034. Dryzone.com on the web. Give a call. They'll send you a packet. If you're out and about right now, we're here till 9 o'clock doing the show. Stick your head in the door. Stop by. We just had somebody come in. I think he went in the kitchen already. He's ready to eat. So anyway, thank you very much, Derek, and we'll keep going.
Fantastic. Thank you,
All right,
Jim.
thank you. All right, everybody, you're listening to Jim Weller here, and Weller does Delmarva. We're having a good time. I never thought about just the weather changing. And I mean, when I think of it, I'm always thinking of a busted pipe or a lot of rain or the rain gutter broke and underneath of the house. There's a real science to all this, isn't it?
Yeah, there is.
But you're dealing with your home. You're dealing with such a sizable investment that it really matters that you get it right.
Absolutely.
Hey, what do you think of that tow and stow offer?
That was incredible.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, really? Wow.
Yep. Hey, I want to talk about no-nonsense office machines. You know, this is our good friend Rick Fowler. He's been a real good person to deal with. We have our copier with him, and he comes in and services it. And I don't know if he sells us our toner or gives us our toner. I don't know how it works. I think we just pay by the copy for a maintenance agreement. And that was kind of nice. When he sold us this new copier, he said, look, I can charge you a flat price for a maintenance agreement, or I could just charge you how many, color copies you make and how many black and white copies, which makes sense because that's how the copier is used, by how many copies.
Yeah.
And in fairness to him and in fairness to us, that's a good way to have a maintenance agreement or service agreement, whatever you call it. But he does a great job. He takes care of our toner. We don't even have to call him because the thing somehow tells him if something's wrong. But he also sells and services just about anything, office equipment that's electronic. Is that right?
Yep.
I mean, we're talking right down to printers and fax machines, laptops, tablets, computers, one computer, a bunch of computers, whatever. The nice thing about the computers, I talk to Rick every now and then, and he says, Jim, he says, anybody can buy a computer pretty much anywhere. He says that's not the goal, not to buy the computer. It's buy the right computer, the one that's not going to be full of a bunch of junk. If you're buying a computer for your business, the last thing you need is a whole bunch of programs just thrown in there that are just constantly slowing it down and keeping it clogged up because you bought the thing for work. You bought it for performance, you know, and that would be like buying a vehicle with a whole bunch of extra weight that's not needed, you know, which just causes it to be less efficient. So he's explaining to me that if he builds a system that he starts from scratch, he says, what are your needs? What are you going to do with it? What do you want to store in it? And how do you want it to operate? Are you going to just have it a standalone system? Are you going to network it with a bunch of other ones? You know, and so on. And he can customize it any way you want it. So if you're tired of that online mess, big box store mess, and you want to talk to somebody that's going to walk through the process from start to finish, deliver it, install it, set it up, the whole 9 yards, he can do whatever you need. And he also sells tablets, he also sells laptops and printers, fax machines, and even gaming systems from time to time. So it's called No Nonsense Office Machines. He services what he sells, and he has new and he has used. And if he sells you something used, he's already serviced it, so you know what you're getting. There's no guesswork, like, you know, if you went somewhere else and the guy's just selling a used one, he don't know nothing. He just knows he's got one for sale. So anyway, give him a call. What's the number? 856-7381, 856-7381. No Nonsense Office Machines. And he wanted me to mention again, they're always looking to buy laptops. So if you have a laptop, you're no longer using it, had it for school, you're out of school, or you're going to get a new one or whatever, you want to turn your laptop into cash, Rick is your guy. 856-7381. Okay? Okay. Brooks, what's next on the agenda? Do we still got some kayaks in stock?
We do. They are going fast.
They're an unreal deal, aren't they?
They're a real good deal. $150. That's including the paddle.
Yeah. Now, I've not seen one anywhere. Online, in a big box store, you can look the same kayak up on Amazon or eBay, and it's $200 and some dollars.
Yeah, like $230 or $240 bucks. Yep.
What are we? $150?
$150. It's an 8-foot
with
kayak.
The paddle.
Yep, with
$40
the paddle.
value included.
Absolutely.
What are they called? Sun Dolphin?
Sun Dolphin, yep.
All right, so they're an 8-foot Sun Dolphin kayak. So if you're listening, you say, you know, I might want to kayak. People love it, man. It's a big thing. It's great exercise. I myself like to take pictures, so it gets you out in areas where you're not going to see just from the road or whatever. And it's good exercise, good for the families, husband and wife, or, you know, you and your best friend or whatever, you know, or the kids. You know, get out, and get out, and get out, and get out, you know. $150. You can just pick them up and go, right?
Absolutely.
And we have like straps and foam things and stuff if you want to just stick it on the roof of your car and the back of your truck.
Yep.
You know, we have a couple little tie-down systems. We sell life jackets too, right?
Yep.
And you need a little whistle. All right, so who in the world are we? We're Weller's Utility Trailers. Who was that? Brooks Ritter, the man.
The myth.
The myth. The legend. He's not a legend yet, but anyway.
Working on it.
Watch us. You can watch us at WellerDoesDelmarva.com.
Yep,
We're there.
Stream's been running real good. No.
Is Stan watching us? Good morning, Stan, if you are.
He hasn't communicated with me yet this
All right.
morning, but I would assume he probably is.
Anybody that's listening or watching, good morning. There's got to be at least 2 or 3 of you out there. So we'd love to hear from you, too. If you have any comments about the show, good, bad, indifferent, or whatever, if you have any suggestions, ideas, or whatever, still looking for a suggestion for our 100th show. That's coming up August 1st. Don't know what to do.
It's coming quick.
I don't even know what we're doing next week, to be honest with you. So next week is Eagle Fest. If you have not heard about Eagle Fest, mark your calendar. It is a community event that is going to be held at Eagles Nest Church in Milton. It has really nothing to do with the church other than the church is hosting it and paying for it on their property. They've got a lot of good sponsors that have helped underwrite the cost. But we are feeding up to 2,500 people, free food. Then we are going to have games, we are going to have pony rides, we are going to have carnival rides, we are going to have bands playing music, and it's all free. And then the day ends with, I forgot the exact word, I don't know if it's called pyrotechnics or, I know it's fireworks, but it's to music. It's going to be really neat. So anyway, I think it's to music. I can't remember. I know I'm
pyro
singing.
musical or something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be interesting, okay? And That's next Saturday, the 18th. I'm thinking about doing the show right there at the campground. I'm camping there, so I might just do it right at my camper. Okay, right there. Me and Colin Walls are doing it next week because Brooks Ritter is going to be on vacation.
And I will be at Eagle Fest. I'll be there too. I'm going to come to the Eagle Fest. So there's I heard there's a watermelon eating contest.
Are you going to do that?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna watch you. Maybe we can get Colin to stream that and catch it live.
Yeah, that would be
all right. So anyway, what?
Jack Riddle says, "Good morning, Mr. Kayak."
Is Jack Riddle up? What is it? 7:53, and he's awake already?
Yes.
Good morning, Jack Riddle. How is you? We thought he was going to stop by here today and buy our breakfast. But anyway, there's free today. Free breakfast omelets. So anyway, we're here at the Dry Zone Red Barn. If you've never been here, come by and say hi. Brooks, what's next on the agenda? You want me to mention that tablet special?
Yeah, that's a really good deal.
I'm going to do it right after I talk about my good buddy, Bill Strickland of L&W Insurance Agency. All right? This is my insurance agent. Keep the bills paid. Keep the lights on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, L&W Insurance, my goodness, I don't know exactly how long I've been dealing with them, but at least 25 years. It could be 30. But anyway, they take real good care of me, and I'm very happy with them. They sell auto insurance. They sell home insurance, like homeowners, and they have all these little umbrella policies you can buy, which is just a great idea. They sell health insurance, life insurance, commercial coverage. We just went through like an insurance audit, and the people were very happy, and we didn't have any problems with that. It made me feel good. But when I call, I'll tell you another thing I like. I called just the other day with a question, and every time I get a hold of a human being, I like that. Because, in business, all day long you're calling people, and all you get is anything but a human being.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And who you're looking for is a human being.
Mm-hmm.
And I call L&W, and I always get a person to answer the phone. I like that. Now, not in the middle of the night or nothing, okay? But I'm just saying during normal business hours. So what in the world's the phone number? 856-7828, 856-7828, L&W Insurance Agency, serving Delaware for over 60 years. They're nice people to deal with. My daughters deal with them. My son deals with them. I deal with them. My friends deal with them. If you got insurance and you say, look, I'm fully insured, well, why don't you get a second opinion? Not going to cost you nothing to check things out. So anyway, LWinsurance.com on the web, okay? All right, what is next? You want to talk about the tablet special?
The tablet special.
All right, everybody knows that we have been buying and selling 7-inch Android tablets, okay, for about almost not even a year.
Not even a year.
Okay. Had hundreds of them. We're down to less than 40, I believe. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're in the final stages of this deal. They were $77.50 each, and at $77.50, they were a very good deal. And I said maybe a few weeks ago, let's just be done with these things, make them $57.50, which we did.
Yeah.
Now today I got a special deal for you. Today it's going to be $60. Okay, so a little more than the $57.50, but a little less than $77.50. But I'm throwing something else into the deal. So for $60, you're going to get the tablet, which is a brand new 7-inch Android tablet with a front and rear camera, touchscreen, built-in Wi-Fi, brand new in the box.
Mm-hmm.
$60. Okay, and I'm going to give you a set of earbuds, absolutely free, and a nice Zag cleaning kit. Zag is the brand. You look it up online. This is like a $15 item. Going to get that absolutely free. So you get the tablet, set of earbuds, and a cleaning kit for $60, 2 for $110. All you got to do is call now, leave your name and number, say I'm interested, get in there sometime next week, and you get that offer. Don't call by one today. You don't get that offer. You can pay $57.50, which is still a good deal. You just won't get the other stuff. But for $60, I'm throwing in the earbuds and a cleaning kit. $60 for a brand new tablet, okay?
You've had a lot of good deals today.
Oh, wait till you hear the one. Wait till you hear the one on the 16-foot landscaper.
You got me on the edge of my seat.
That one is going to knock your socks off, okay? That one is a deal. It's been a slow week. We had an incredible June, as you well know.
Yes.
Which I think we sold some of our July customers in June.
It would make sense.
We went from, what, a 36-trailer week to 9?
We're at 14, I think.
14. All right, so we need to sell at least 15 today to get to 29 this week, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to be telling you about a 16-foot landscaper that is going to be an unreal deal. I've got another unreal deal on a 6x12 landscaper, okay? Did I mention the wood splitter already?
Yes, you did.
$875. for a brand new
great deal.
Champion 22-ton hydraulic wood splitter, complete with about $100 worth of fluid.
Yeah.
$875. And folks, all you've got to do is dial 337-8228 and say, hey, heard you on the radio, little bit interested, no obligation, but I'll be in sometime next week to check that out unless it gets sold in the meantime. And that puts your name on the list. If you do not call before 1 o'clock today or make contact with us by email or send us a message through Facebook or whatever, you're not eligible for that offer. Okay? So it's kind of you snooze, you lose. But again, you're under no obligation. 337-8228, Wellers.com. And while you're at Wellers.com, watch that Meet the Staff video. Brooks, you did such a great job. I'm just as happy with that as the 77 trailers you sold in 2 weeks in June. All right? WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Watch us online during the break. We'll be right back with that special on the 16-foot landscaper.
Let's face it, saving money isn't always fun. It's great to save money, but sometimes you want to treat yourself to dinner at a new restaurant or indulge at the spa. You can save money and enjoy life with GetItHalfOff.com. Every week, brand new featured offers hit the online shelves of GetItHalfOff.com. Your life at half price. GetItHalfOff.com.
This week's featured offers include Beef It Up Sandwich Shop in Bear, Joe's Crab Shack in Wilmington, and the Granary Restaurant in Georgetown, Maryland.
Choosing a bank is an important decision and one people don't like to make too often. It involves consideration of convenience, cost, and last but not least, trust. Community Bank Delaware wants to earn your trust. They're locally owned and managed, and all of their policy and banking decisions are made right here in Sussex County. Stop in and see for yourself the difference a community bank can make. Community Bank Delaware in Lewis and Rehoboth. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
CBS News, I'm Steve Dorsey. At a ceremony marking the 20th anniversary of the Srebrenica massacre in Bosnia-Herzegovina, the Serbian prime minister was chased out by a crowd throwing stones and bottles. 8,000 Muslim men and boys were killed by Bosnian Serb troops during the conflict there. Poignant words now from President Bill Clinton at the memorial service.
I love this place. I'd never want to see a killing field like this within thousands of miles of here.
136 newly found victims of the massacre are being buried right now. Queen Noor of Jordan.
They've been identified and remembered through efforts that reaffirm the worth of every individual.
South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is praising the removal of the Confederate flag from State House grounds.
Watching that flag come down felt like a huge weight was lifted off the state.
CBS's Omar Villafranca.
The NCAA has had a 15-year ban on South Carolina hosting any sanctioned championship events. With the flag coming down, they are now talking of lifting that ban, so that could bring, of course, business to the state.
An explosion outside the Italian consulate in Cairo has killed at least one person. The Italian foreign minister has vowed his country won't be intimidated by the attack. So far, there have been no claims of responsibility. World leaders have blown past several key deadlines to reach a deal with Iran and Vienna to restrict the Islamic Republic's nuclear activities. CBS's Margaret Brennan is there.
The NCAA.
There is a claim that something has changed in the past 24 hours. There's a more positive sense of things. But until there's truly a breakthrough, it is very hard to judge whether it's possible to get this deal done or not.
A deal could include a decade of restrictions on Iran's nuclear program, along with relief from international sanctions. A proposed measure in Congress would allow drivers as young as 18 to drive big rigs across the country. Federal regulations now require drivers be at least 21. But advocates for highway and auto safety's Jackie Gillen says it puts lives in danger.
It is ridiculous and completely unsafe to put these young truck drivers out on the road. This will make the American public guinea pigs in a really dangerous experiment.
The trucking industry says it's trying to cope with a driver shortage. The Army National Guard says a new data breach includes the names, social security numbers, dates of birth, and home addresses of the soldiers it's worked with since 2004. The Guard says the information was mistakenly sent to the wrong data center, and it wasn't the target of a hack. This is CBS News.
Welcome to Staples. How can I help you?
Hey, Staples guy. I need to promote my new business and do it on budget.
I can make that happen.
Can you print business cards?
Staples can print business cards, brochures, banners,
Pens,
magnets, luggage tags,
calendars,
sticky notes, lawn signs, and window decals.
What about foam fingers?
What color? Red, yellow, blue.
You had me at yellow.
Make on budget happen, make getting noticed happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get 20% off any copy and print order of $50 or more.
Offer valid in store and online at staples.com/on budget and 7/20/15 excludes daily deals, self-serve copying and faxing, computer rentals, and outsourced print services. Discount applied before taxes may not be combined with any other offer.
The last fireworks have faded away, but your chance to save hundreds of dollars on appliance special buys at the Home Depot hasn't. Get a Samsung French door refrigerator for only $998. Save over $800. So, let's make a summer upgrade before the summer fades away too. Let's do this. Save $800 on a Samsung French door refrigerator. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. While supplies last, U.S. only. See store for details.
You're listening to CBS Radio News, honored with the Edward R. Murrow Award for Best Newscast for the third year in a row. More than summer squash and melons are on display at the California State Fair today. As Lloyd DeVries reports, the Postal Service is using the fair as the launchpad for a series of summer harvest stamps.
The 4 summer harvest stamps are reminiscent of early 20th century crate labels for produce. 4 crops are featured: tomatoes, cantaloupes, watermelon, and corn. The designs are bright and colorful with the same colors for each stamp, but different lettering styles. The idea for these stamps has been kicking around for a dozen years. They come in a small booklet format many mailers prefer. These forever stamps debuted today at the farm at the California State Fair in Sacramento. Lloyd DeVries, CBS News.
The Red Cross says 4 people were gored in Spain's 5th day of the running of the bulls in Pamplona. The annual run, part of the San Fermin Festival, stretches from a bull holding pen to an arena where the animals face matadors. Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
Today, Geico's edition of Stuff Found in Your Car takes us under your driver's seat.
Hi, I'm Penny. I used to think I was lucky, but then you dropped me down here. I get it, I'm only worth a cent. Not like the hundreds of dollars you could save when you switch your car insurance to Geico. That's money you could put in a bank or a wallet. Go ahead, call Geico. I'll be here on the floor.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com today.
If you're like most people, you have muscle or joint pain but haven't found an effective solution. It's time you tried Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. Salonpas contains 3 powerful active ingredients that penetrate deep, providing effective relief for up to 8 hours. It's easy to apply, it's non-greasy, and it starts to deliver relief in seconds. So if you're still searching for effective relief, find Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel. It's in the tall blue box in the pain relief aisle. Salonpas Deep Relieving Gel for targeted relief.
Delaware 1059 news time is 8:06. What happened to 7 lifeguard stands in Rehoboth? Police are investigating the disappearance of lifeguard stands from the beach between Brooklyn Street and the end of the boardwalk. City workers discovered the missing stands early Thursday morning. 47 ABC reports that Police Chief Keith Banks believes they may have been dragged into the ocean, and the search for the stands continues. Banks also says they have leads in the case, but no arrests have been made. In Delaware, Newcastle County Police have charged 3 young men in the theft of a Confederate flag stolen from a home in Newark. Barry Brinkley Jr.'s report that the flag had been removed from a flagpole outside his home on Wednesday. Investigators found a latent fingerprint, and that led to the 3 suspects being identified. Officers say all 3 turned themselves in on Friday. Hunter Pence belted a grand slam while the Giants exploded for 8 runs against Cole Hamels in a 15-2 win over Philadelphia. Tonight's game starts at 10:05. The Orioles rallied against the Washington Nationals by a score of 3-2, and that game starts at 7:15. Here's your 3-day forecast from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. Today, mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 77. On Sunday, partly cloudy, high 83, low 65. And on Monday, partly sunny and humid, high 83. Get news anytime on Delaware1059.com. I'm Alan Vickers, and you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva on Delaware 1059.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
All right, Brooks, tell me when we're back.
We are back.
Are we back?
We're back.
All right, everybody, we are inside the Big Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. They're having an open house here this morning. It's Dry Zone is where we're at, and you can come in and see what they've done to the inside of the building while you're in here. Grab some breakfast. In other words, they're cooking up omelets back there. It smells good. There's people back there now eating. They got coffee, they got juice, and they got omelets. No purchase necessary, no charge. If you've been listening and you say, I want to pick up one of those info packets, you can do that too. I want to talk about that 16-foot landscape trailer. Okay, Brooks?
Yep.
All right. So here's the deal. It's a brand new 16-foot long tandem axle landscape trailer. These specials I mentioned this morning, you have to call by one or email us or come in. You've got to make contact. You're under absolutely no obligation, but if you don't make any contact with us, you're not eligible for this offer. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, 337-8228 is the number, brooks@wellers.com or sales@wellers.com, right?
Yep.
Or we're right there on Route 13 in Bridgeville if you just want to come in. But this is a special deal, 16-foot landscape trailer, brand new. So it's 16 foot long. It has two axles. Both axles have electric brakes on them. That is important because some people sell tandem axle trailers with brakes only on one axle. So it has brakes on both axles. It has what's called a breakaway switch in the event it comes unhooked from your vehicle. It has this little cable that locks the brakes up on the trailer. Not all trailers come with a breakaway switch. So I'm just throwing everything it has. The floor, it's a treated wood floor. And is it a 2x6 floor? Okay, because some people put a thinner floor than that in them.
That's correct.
2x6 floor, brakes on both axles, 15-inch tires. I know that sounds odd, but some come with 13 or 14-inch tires. So that's 15-inch tires, brakes on both axles, has a breakaway switch, has a 2-inch floor, correct?
Yep.
Salt treated, or
Yep.
treated. I use the word
Treated.
treated, right.
Yeah.
Then it has a ramp gate, right?
Yes.
All right, and it's about a 4-foot tall ramp gate?
That's correct.
Okay, not a 3-foot tall. All right, so it's got everything. We're not leaving anything out. This is not like a price leader trailer. This is a real trailer. And it's 76 inches between the fenders, where some of our competitors only are 6 foot between the fenders. Is that right?
That's correct.
Which would be 72 inches, okay? So this is 76 inches between the fenders by 16 foot long. We sell them for $2,297, correct?
That's correct.
Today, if you make contact by one, and you have all of next week to take advantage of this offer. So if you need an equipment trailer, you need a landscape trailer, you want to haul motorcycles on it, you just want to have a nice trailer to have around, this is the deal. If you buy one, I'm going to give you a brand new kayak absolutely free. Included with the kayak, I'm going to give you a paddle absolutely free. And then I'm going to give you a spare tire and wheel for the trailer absolutely free. So that's about $265 worth of merchandise with this trailer, which brings your net cost down to about $2,032 for a brand new 16-foot landscape trailer. And I really want to emphasize, here's what it's got. It's got a 4-foot ramp gate, 76 inches wide, between the fenders, treated wood floor. It's not a 5-quarter board floor. It's a 2x6 floor. It has an A-frame style tongue with a jack, brakes on both axles, not one, and a breakaway switch, and 15-inch tires. So you get a spare tire and wheel for free, and you get a kayak for free, and you get a paddle for free with the purchase of that trailer anytime between now and the end of next week. Is that okay?
Yep.
The only deal is you've got to call 337-8228 and say, I want to be on the list for that opportunity. Is that okay?
Yep. Now that doesn't guarantee that you have to come in to get it. We don't have unlimited supply.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So
I forgot about that. It is a first come, first serve. There's a few.
Yes.
We might have maybe 5, 7.
Something like that.
Okay.
I mean, so you
we
definitely
don't have 25 or 30 for you.
That's correct. So I don't
Okay.
want you to think, oh, I'll wait till next Saturday and then we sell
and
out
then
of
they'd
them.
be upset because there's no rain checks or anything like that.
Exactly. So
Okay.
definitely
You have a
give us-
little bit of time, meaning
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with it today, but you have to call by one today and just say, I'm a little bit interested. Is
That's
that
correct.
right?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to move on to Dry Zone. That's where we're at. We're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. I got a young lady named Kathy sitting here with me. So if you've never seen Kathy, go to wellers.com, and here she sits right here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are
We're getting
you?
you up early, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yesterday I saw you at Jimmy's Grill bright and early, and this morning you're here bright and early. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't have to do it again until next Friday.
That's okay. I'm
Okay.
good with that.
Okay. So you're involved with Dry Zone, and you do many different things. But we were talking earlier about how exciting it is for you guys to be hiring.
Yes, we
Business
are.
is good.
Yes, business is good, and we are hiring for a few positions.
Okay.
We are hiring for a design specialist.
Oh, okay.
And-
can I just elaborate on what I think a design specialist is?
Yes, you
And then
may.
you can just correct me, okay? But I think a design specialist is where a salesperson comes out and takes some pictures and assesses what somebody might or might not need. And then the design specialist probably comes along and says, here's how we're going to do it.
Yes, that's correct.
I got it.
That
Got
is
that one right.
correct.
I can design a design specialist's description.
Yes, we're hiring for that position.
Okay.
We need somebody who is creative, somebody who would like to be involved and learn about the company.
Oh, so
we have a lot of
little bit
training.
of on-job training.
Yes, we do
Okay.
have training for all these positions, and we need a design specialist, a service tech, and somebody in production.
Oh, okay. Getting
Okay.
everything ready.
Yes.
Now, how would somebody apply? Could they stop in right now while we're having the open house and pick up an application or even apply?
I believe they can. They can come in,
I'm sure
and
they
they can apply by coming in. We are right in Ellendale on Beach Highway.
Yep.
And we're in that big red barn. You can't miss it.
It's got a white roof.
Yes.
The one with the Dry Zone sign out front.
Yes, and all the trucks.
And all the white fence.
Yes.
And can they apply online?
They can. They
Okay.
can go to dryzone.com
Okay.
and go to the Career Center.
And fill out an application.
They can fill out some information. I'm not 100% sure if they can upload their resume, but they
Okay.
can get on.
But they could probably fax you the resume.
Yes, they.
I'm sure the fax number's on there somewhere.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Exactly.
All right. So anyway, you're hiring. That's encouraging, isn't it?
Yes, we want enthusiastic people, people who have passion, who want to learn about
But you're willing to
the
teach.
company, and we are willing to teach.
Wow.
We train
Okay.
right here at the facility, and we want to hear from you.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah.
go to dryzone.com. Better yet, just come right on in the store if you want, and they'll give you an application or whatever. And
Yes.
just wanted to let you know where we are. We're right on Route 16 in Ellendale, and we're cooking up. Are you an omelet lady?
I am.
Okay.
I do like to eat.
At least 3 times a day, right? It's almost mandatory, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So anyway, and how you like working for Dry Zone?
I love it here. I love the employees. We're like one big family.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yes, and we are very hard workers, but we also enjoy what we do.
The rewards of it.
The rewards are phenomenal, and if you would like to come on board and find out more, you can either go on to either Facebook as well. We are on.
Oh, I forgot about
yes, Dry Zone is also on
that.
Facebook.
You can like their page there.
Yes, like our page, and
Yeah.
we will be at the Delaware State Fair also,
will?
Jim. Yes.
Okay.
So
That's a real long 9 or 10 days.
yes, it is.
You'll love it though, because one of your booths, both of your booths, you got 2 booths this year.
Yes, we have one at, I believe it's the exhibit hall, and the
Yes.
other at the marketplace tent. So they are inside, and it'll be air conditioned for people to come in. And I would like you to find out about us. You know, Dry Zone will be there with both of the booths, and we want people to come out and say hi to us.
That's a nice informal way of picking somebody's brain without any obligation or anything. Just stop by and talk to them and see what they have to offer and stuff like that. Meet the folks from Dry Zone. So, have you ever worked a booth at the fair?
I have not. This
is
is
gonna
my
be-
my first time.
You're gonna love it. Get good shoes though.
Thank you for
That's
that.
my
yeah.
only advice, because when you're under the tent, you're on blacktop. It's not hot, but you're on blacktop.
Okay.
When you're in the building, though, you're on tile. We used to have a booth in the building.
Okay.
We used to brag about it. We were in the building with the best bathrooms.
Yes.
Right, Brooks?
Oh yeah, they were nice. And we were right
That's how
next
we
to them.
described where we were. And you're in that same building.
Right.
In other
Okay.
words, so
That's a
but
good
it's
thing.
nice and it's air conditioned and it's the nicest bathrooms at the fair and so on and so forth. But anyway, the fair is a great thing. So folks, put that on your agenda to stop by the Dry Zone booth. Stop by both of them. One of them's out in that big exhibit tent, and then the other one is in the exhibit hall. So I really got to be honest with you, Kathy. I enjoy learning more about Dry Zone every time I talk to them. It's like today, I never thought about just the humidity changing, making a difference underneath your house.
Yes.
You know, it just makes all the difference in the world. And I'm learning more and more and more. So when you have a sales position, then I'm going to apply, okay?
Yes, we would like you to do that. And like I said, get on to Facebook, like and share our event for the State Fair.
Okay.
And you can also get on to dryzone.com under home shows and also look and see what we have coming up for the next month or two.
Or you can just get in their car and come down here right now.
Yes,
Meet
you
Kathy
can.
in person.
Come on out and say hello and have a breakfast sandwich. Bill Anderson will be behind the grill cooking, and we want you to come out and say hi today.
All right. Thank you, Kathy.
You're very
All
welcome.
right. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right, everybody. Jim Weller here. Weller Does Delmarva. Man, we got some stuff cooking. Not only the omelets are cooking, we got a lot of stuff cooking. I believe the phone has rang quite a bit at Weller's by now today. 337-8228 is the phone number at Weller's, wellers.com on the web. Check out the Meet the Staff video. If you want to talk to us, you can chat with us right now at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. We love that. Have a few people that do that. Good morning, Stan. Good morning, Jack Riddle. Good morning, Lloyd Lee. Other than that, I want to let you know that business is good. It's going to be a good year. Feels like the economy's good in Sussex County. Don't know about the rest of the world, but we're doing our best here. We're a pretty resilient group of people. What do you think of the deal on the 16-foot landscaper? You like that one?
Yes.
Okay.
You have just came up with some. You've outdone yourself.
I've outdone myself. I'm outstanding in the field,
There
in my
you go.
field. Hey, can I talk about Mid-South Audio real quick?
Absolutely.
My good
group of
friend
people.
Kevin Short owns a company called Mid-South Audio, located in Georgetown, which really doesn't matter because wherever you are, he'll come to you. In other words, and he provides sound equipment, he provides amps and speakers. I talk about it every week, and I'm thinking, every time I talk about it, I think, I need to have an event just so I can hire him to do it all. But when you go to things like Firefly, or you go to the fair, or you go out and about to a big thing, or a church service, or a concert somewhere or something, you're like, there's some of Mid-South Audio stuff, because they can provide everything from the platform to the stage to the crowd control barriers to the lighting to the wires to the amps to the in-ear monitors to the microphones to everything. I got it memorized. In other words, I could almost be a salesman for them, okay? But anyway, they just do all kinds of stuff. Then they have this recording studio. Every time I think of it, I think of jingles, but they're like, nobody records jingles, Jim. People record songs. So anyway,
I think jingles were
I
like
keep
the
thinking of
1980s.
Jingle Jim. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I want a jingle so bad. But anyway, they have everything you need, and they rent it is what they do. Now, let's say you have a church or somewhere. Man, there's been a lot of storms lately, and I know at my own church, all of our sound equipment is very storm sensitive. So everything can be working one day, and then the next day we're like, what happened? Oh, we had a storm last night. So if you have any equipment that you need serviced or looked at or worked on or tuned, or you might want to upgrade something, or you have any kind of questions whatsoever, answers to questions are free. So consultations are free. So they can help you in many ways, shapes, or form. Also, let's say you're having a concert and you're bringing somebody in. And I only say that because I go to like 10 different concerts a year, so I'm always aware of things. So what I'm saying is, and as you can see now, I'm talking with my hands, okay? If I ever was handcuffed, I couldn't even give my name, okay? I have to talk with my hands. So what I'm saying is I forgot already, but if you're having an event, they can provide you with whatever you need. But let's say you bring in somebody and they're a singer, and they fly in and all they got with them is their guitar. So they need an amp, and they need a microphone, and then they bring their drummer. Well, they didn't bring their drums with them. They can provide you with a drum set. They can provide you with a keyboard. Everything. So it's kind of neat when you think about it. MidSouthAudio.com, when you think about all the things they offer, whether it's an outside event, an inside event, no matter what you need or don't need, they can help you out. MidSouthAudio.com, 856-6993, 856-6993. Store opens at 9 o'clock, correct?
That's correct.
337-8228. Is that the number?
That is the number.
Brooks@Wellers.com is the email address he would prefer you to use.
Absolutely.
So got some people in here, got some buzz going on here. You can watch us at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. I mentioned the wood splitter. Only 2 left. Brand spanking new 22-ton hydraulic wood splitter, normally like $1,400 and some dollars, reduced down to $1,099. Call before 1 today. Lock your price in at $875. Okay. Hey, we've been selling some fans. It's been hot out.
Yes.
Do we still have them?
We have some. We've run out of some, but we
Okay.
still have other ones available.
Okay, I'm going to run through them real quick if I could. All
Sure.
right. First of all, I'm sitting here with a laptop. We have a fan we sell that plugs right into the USB slot, right?
Yes.
Has a little neck on it or something.
Yeah, a little
And
adjustable neck. Yep.
What is it, like $5?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
especially if you're somebody that works in an office, your office is hot,
Right.
you get warm.
Or if it's stuffy.
Oh, you just sit there and you just
Humidity
plug that
sinks
fan in. You don't have to have, I mean, obviously, it's going to power off the laptop. So
Right.
as long as your laptop
But
or
$5.
computer is.
And I touched it with my finger and it stopped. It didn't cut my finger, so it's like a plastic blade or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Then we have, I'm going to go from there to, we have this little 12-volt fan that plugs into your cigarette lighter that you could just clip on your dash, or if you have a piece of equipment or you're cutting grass or you have a golf cart or whatever. If you need some ventilation and you want some air moving, I forgot how much they are, $10, $20, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Now you're panicking, right? Because now I'm asking prices. All right, I think it's $20 or less, all right? Next is, do we still have that big round drum fan that just sits on the floor? It's got a couple wheels on it.
That's the one we sold out of.
Okay, so let's not talk about that. Is that okay?
That's true.
I don't
That's
even know
fine.
why you brought it up, Brooks. Let me ask you this one. Do we have the one where it has a big round pedestal and a post, and it's like 30 inches around, like a industrial high-velocity fan?
Yes, we do still have some of
Okay,
those.
and these are like $200 or $300, something like that.
I think they're actually on sale right now for like $147.50.
They should not be on sale when it's hot out. That is not the time you put stuff on sale. Who does this stuff? $147.50?
That's correct.
For a brand new, I sold them for that used. Really?
Yeah.
Big metal platform on the bottom, has a pole, and then this big 30-inch round fan, high velocity.
Yep.
Okay.
And they work very well. We actually.
But the other one we're out of.
Yes.
Not going to get any more. Man, we are running out of stuff. We're out of picnic tables too, folks.
Yeah, we sold completely out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get all new for next year. But, I mean, this is the first time in years that we have run out of anything. We're going to run out of the tablets. They'll be gone. And it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you know that little air compressor? I saw it come out in the ad for $57.50. This is a little 5-gallon air compressor, handy to have around a repair shop or, you know, a little handyman type thing. My wife does, what's that thing, an air nailer?
Yes.
You know, she uses one of them. But anyway, I saw this and I'm like, I see them everywhere for like $100. We're cutting them loose at $57.50. Do we have any left?
Yeah, we do have a few
Okay,
left.
have a few left. So that's another go-away item. Brand new air compressor, 5-gallon air compressor, $57.50. Okay, so check that out. Now, can I talk about the tablet special?
Sure.
Or should I talk about our good friend Jonathan Hazelwood?
I think
Which
we
one?
I think we should talk about Jonathan, and then we'll hit the tablet special a little closer to 9 o'clock.
Really? All right. Anyway, the Creative Anchor, our new website, is trucking right along. We're taking pictures and getting everything ready. What do you guys got? Hundreds of pictures to put on there, or thousands?
I would probably say thousands.
Thousands. Okay. So a lot of work. Anyway, but he is building us a brand new website, and we're very excited about it. It's moving right along. Progress is good, and we're just letting you know, if you're listening and you own a business and you want a website, he's your guy. If you got a website and you want to tweak it or tune it up or whatever, give him a call. If you need any advice or help or something like that, he can really help you out. So his name is Jonathan Hazelwood. The name of his business is The Creative Anchor. Guess what his website's called? thecreativeanchor.com.
That's kind of convenient.
That's kind of convenient. So anyway, either he built the name of his business around the website or he built the name of his website around his business. But he's a really nice young man. He can help you with logos, letterheads, envelopes, business cards, promotional material, website design, website repair, website maintenance. Again, every time I talk to him, what I like about him is I can understand him when he talks. Not that he speaks legibly, but he speaks in a language that he goes from being real techie to, let me talk to this 50-some-year-old guy about his website. And I like that. So anyway, what's his phone number? 526-7250. Lit, you want to come over here and say hi? 526-7250, thecreativeanchor.com. I've got a young man here who stopped in for breakfast, and I got to spend some time with him yesterday morning. Him and I, we like the same hairdo. We're just going to let you say hi. Just grab the mic. We've got just a minute or so.
Good morning.
Dryden.
Good, thank you, Jim. Good morning to the consistently
Let me stand
funniest
up.
guy I've ever met, Jim Weller.
Weller. I love Georgetown button. Brooks is taking a picture of us. So
Is he?
anyway, yeah. He wasn't even thinking of it.
Brooks,
but anyway,
Brooks, can you do
I
that?
wanted to make this a memorable moment for you. We
Flawlessly.
both have the same hairdo here. So good morning, Lit, and thank you for coming. What do you think of the barn? Does it look different?
I love it. They changed it. They put on the wall back here with the cedar
You see the
shakes
crawl
underneath.
space under there?
I did see it.
Isn't
yes.
that neat how they put the office up?
Show everything? Yes, indeed.
Yep.
One thing hasn't
So-
changed is the great food.
Oh, you like the food?
Anybody
You've
hasn't
been here
come
for
for
the food
breakfast?
before.
I have.
Who in the world
I
comes
have.
to Dry Zone for food?
Who would think?
Who would think? Right.
Who would think?
Bill loves to cook, though. That's
And
what he
he
does
is.
every time we do the show. He's like, no, I said this time. I said, you don't need to be cooking these omelets. He's like, I'd like it. So it's a nice little draw, and it kind of is just neat to be able to stop by right here and have some free breakfast.
It's true. And the breakfast
So-
is delicious, and the company is great. It really is. And one thing I learned here, among many, talking with Bill and his associates, is they raised part of Route 1
Yeah, isn't
in
that something?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Didn't have to break it up. Didn't have to do it. Worked at night. Kept one lane open of 2. I mean, this is phenomenal stuff that they do. I mean, I had no idea. And he's
Right,
got-
because you immediately think crawl space. You don't think about going out on Route
You
1
don't.
and lifting concrete.
Lift that whole. You can imagine the weight of lifting all of that concrete on that road at Route 1 somewhere up in where is it? Southern Kent County, I think it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, we're out of time.
All right. Well, I
Thanks for
figured
coming.
you were going to fit me in because you had a spare minute. And the only reason.
Oh, no, I just wanted to glean some wisdom from you.
Oh, is that right?
All right, thank
Jim.
you, Lit.
My
All right.
funniest guy I know.
All right, we'll
Thank
be
you.
right back with Weller Does Delmarva after this commercial break.
Once a week, the Dan Gaffney Morning Show goes on the road, and you're invited to join us at Jimmy's Grill on Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. We have a great group of sponsors. Our Friday broadcast brought to you by Highway 1, the owners of Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville. Also, the Rusty Rudder in Dewey Beach and Outlet Liquors Rehoboth. Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville, Delaware. Walls Service Center, Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford. R&L Irrigation Services and owner Ricky Williams. That Granite Place, Route 13, Bridgeville, Delaware. KSI, Kent Sussex Industries. Compass Energy, they'll point you in the right direction. And Bob Wheatley of Alliance Real Estate Professionals. Always great breakfast, lunch, and dinners at Jimmy's Grill. See you this Friday on the Dan Gaffney Morning Show, live at Jimmy's on Delaware 105.9.
CBS News Update. Hundreds of people buried 136 newly found victims of the Srebrenica massacre. Bosnia-Herzegovina marked the 20th anniversary of the killings of 8,000 Muslim men and boys by Bosnian Serb troops. Here's CBS's Larry Miller.
Dutch UN forces not only failed to stop the massacre, but turned over Muslim men and boys who'd come to them for protection, who were then executed, a shame still felt by many Dutch. But the massacre finally pushed NATO into action. Weeks after NATO bombed Bosnian Serb positions, they surrendered and a lasting peace was agreed.
The Serbian prime minister was chased away by crowds with bottles and rocks. President Bill Clinton.
As a friend of Bosnia, I want to thank the Prime Minister of Serbia for having the courage to come here today. And I think it's important that we acknowledge that.
CBS News Update, I'm Steve Dorsey.
This is Pastor Nate Graham from Berean Community Church. I want to tell you about a radio program called Taking God at His Word that airs on Sunday mornings from 6:30 to 7:30, right here on Delaware 105.9. Psalm 19:7 tells us the testimony of God makes wise the simple. We need wisdom and conviction in this uncertain age. So that's what you'll get at Taking God at His Word. Clear, rich, and practical exposition of God's Word, verse by verse, book by book. I hope it will be a blessing to your life.
Brighton Homes, building high-quality stick-built homes in the right locations with the features you love and the prices you want. Take advantage of Brighton Homes' summer sales event in both the villages of Five Points and Lewis and the meadows of Beaver Creek and Milton.
We just celebrated our first year in our new Brighton home and couldn't be happier. Sheila made the process stress-free. Moving to the meadows of Beaver Creek and Milton was the best move we ever made.
Brighton Homes, with models open daily. Visit BRYTONhomes.com.
Brighton Homes is an equal housing opportunity builder. Prices and incentives are subject to change without notice.
Why would you put up with a heating and cooling system that cycles on and off when you can have quiet, true comfort, variable speed by train? It runs at low speeds with continuous little adjustments to keep your home comfortable and quiet. It's always been hard to stop a train. Now, it's hard to hear one.
Okay, it's hot. Your air conditioning is broken and you need it fixed now. I'm Dave Jones from Atlantic Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, your independent Trane dealer. We can get your existing system to cool you fast with one of our top technicians or install a new high-efficiency Trane system for you if needed. We have a huge inventory and can get your system installed in hours, not days. So, no matter what your needs are, we can keep you cool. Call your independent Trane dealer today, Atlantic Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, 856-9300, 856-9300, or find us on the web at atlanticrefrigeration.com.
It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, it's me, Jared Morris, and I invite you to come cruise with me on the Carnival Pride 7-day Eastern Caribbean cruise. Don't miss the boat. The next cruise begins April 3rd, 2016, but now's the time to reserve your cabin on board the Carnival Pride out of Baltimore with stops in Grand Turk, Halfway Cay, and Freeport in the Bahamas. And you can cruise with us for as little as $807.66 per person for double occupancy. Plus, each cabin receives an open bar cocktail party and a $25 onboard credit. If you're interested, if you're just thinking about it, reserve your cabin today for just $50 by contacting Cindy at Bethany Travel Dream Vacations. Call them at 302-933-0955. or go to their website, www.dreamvacationinc.com. Now, when you call, tell them you want to cruise with Delaware 1059. Call Bethany Travel Dream Vacations at 302-933-0955.
Hi everybody, this is Butch Everett from Everett Auction in Rehoboth Beach. I want to invite you to a terrific multi-estate sale this Sunday, July 12th at 9:30 a.m. at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center, Main Street, Rehoboth. We have everything from antique slot machines over 100 years old, a very rare accordion from the early 1900s. We have all kinds of furniture, including modern and antique furniture, everything from dining room sets, bedroom sets, wicker, rattan, poster beds, period antiques, and lots of new furniture. And the highlight of the sale is Delaware tag 358, 3-digit, 358, and PC95, and Delaware C614. Some of the best tags we've had in a couple of years. We have a 1988 Ford Crown Vic station wagon with only 86,000 original. We have a Mazda Miata convertible with low mileage. We have a 2000 Lincoln Panache 4-door town car. We have an 87 Mercedes-Benz E300 with 59,000 miles. We have collectibles galore. Don't want to miss it, folks. This Sunday, July 12th, 9:30 a.m., Rehoboth Convention Center. Be there.
See details at EmmettAuction.com.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
All right, everybody, we are back live right here. See you, Lit. We've had a good time. We've had some people stop by. There's still another, how much time's left? Another half hour? I'm standing now. I don't even know why I'm standing for a radio show.
About 22 minutes.
Huh?
About 22 minutes.
Why am I standing?
To stretch
for
your
a
legs.
radio show. But anyway, we've had some people stop by, so thank you to those folks. And if you're listening, just stop in and get yourself a daggone breakfast omelet. There is truly no charge. Just get in here and say howdy. We do like to know if people are listening. I don't know if like 2 people are listening or 22 people or 220,000 people. I have no idea if anybody or how many. We do have a few people that communicate with us every week before, during, and after the show. Some people have a problem with how I pronounce words like gazebo and Adirondack and so on and so forth. But you know, as long as it makes for interesting conversation. I've learned in business, whether they're talking good about you or bad about you,
They're talking about
you. It really doesn't matter either way. So anyway, you're listening to the Weller Does Delmarva show. We have a lot of fun here. We are thinking about doing the show next week at Eagle's Nest. I just haven't made up my mind. But we hit all of our sponsors. Is that right?
Yes.
We got a health tip. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we do have a health tip.
You want to do that now, or you want to do that a little bit later?
I think we ought to do it now, because if not, we won't get.
Can I just mention the tablets one more time?
Yes.
All right, here's the deal. Brand new tablets, everybody. So it's an electronic, because some people aren't 100% sure what I mean when I say that.
Stone.
Well, believe it or not, I went to an auction one time and I come home with a tablet. And my wife's like, now this is what a tablet is. Because it was a piece of stone like that, and you could write on it with a little piece of chalk.
Nice.
She said, now that's a tablet. It never is going to let me down. I don't have to charge it. She said, that's a tablet. It's hanging on the wall in the kitchen. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that we have these tablets. We've been selling them now, not even quite a year. Anyway, we've got a real good deal on them, and we have them on sale right now. So it's a 7-inch Android tablet. It's a touchscreen, has a camera on the front and the rear, has a speaker built into it. I remember once I had a tablet, didn't have a speaker. I was so frustrated I couldn't listen to anything without a set of earbuds. Okay? So anyway, 7-inch tablet, brand spanking new in the box, front and rear camera, built-in Wi-Fi, touchscreen. We're selling, here's the offer. And this is only if you call before 1 and say, hey, I want 1 or 2 of them, okay? So here's the deal. $60. All right, $60. But here's what you get for $60. You get the tablet, you get a set of earbuds, and you get a cleaning kit. You can use that cleaning kit on that tablet, your cell phone, any other electronic devices. All of that for one money, $60, or you can buy 2 of them for $110, okay? Call by 1-337-8228 and just say, hey, I'm a little interested. I'll be in next week to get 1 or 2, or I might not get them at all, but that's the deal, okay? Now we'll do the health tip.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready. It's our good friend Doc Hunt with our weekly health tip.
Here we go.
Okay, I forgot it last week.
Good morning, Jim and Brooks. This is Doc Hunt with Hunt for Health and our health tip for today. You know, I said last week that we're going to start talking about the Community Solution. It's probably one of the best programs out there, and I see many people are copying the program, but also it really lines up with the Word of God. Dr. Joe Furman, who wrote the book Community Solution, has been on PBS a number of times trying to promote people to reverse diseases through nutrition or to try to prevent diseases with nutrition and sicknesses and illnesses. Now, it's interesting that Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food, and was considered the grandfather or the father of medicine. So let's look at some of the review as we're going to review some of the core concepts. H equals NC. And what that means is this, that your future health will increase as your nutrients, that's the end, to calorie ratio increases. The secret to a long life and effective disease protection is to eat a diet lower in calories but higher in nutrients. And it's all about nutrient bang per calorie buck. This is illustrated by the health equation H equals NC. Your health expectancy is predicted by the nutrient intake divided by your intake of calories, or H equals N over C. Now, this simple mathematical formula is the basis of nutritional science and nutritional healing. Wow. For you to be in excellent health, your diet must be nutrient-rich, that is micronutrients, and you must not overeat on calories, such as macronutrients. The uniqueness of his approach on this concept of micronutrient adequacy will mean that it will suppress your desire to overeat. The nutrient density in your body tissues is proportional to the nutrient density of your diet. Wow. When your body cells have adequate micronutrient density, the body's ability to self-repair and resist disease is heightened. This is Doc Hunt, your health tip for the day. God bless. See you next week. Bye now.
All right. Thank you very much, Doc. That was Doc Hunt, as you heard, and that's a good health tip. It's kind of important to pay attention to things because you're either going to take time now or you're going to take time later. What is that saying? Pay me now or pay me later. Same way with your body, you know. But anyway, listen, what do we got going on? We're in the last half hour, not even a half an hour left. You've been listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We're here at the Dry Zone Red Barn, so feel free to stop in. Our store opens at 9. They're probably open about now, but 337-8228 if you have an interest in any of them specials. If you don't remember what they were or you're just tuning in, call them up and say, tell me about what them specials are, because if you don't make contact with us today, you're not eligible for them. You're under no obligation whatsoever, and you've got till all of next week to get in there and take advantage of it unless we sell them in the meantime. One was a 16-foot landscaper, one was the tablet, one was the wood splitter, one was the, I forgot, that tow and stow trailer. Okay? So some really good things. Remember them gas cans we had, Brooks?
Yes.
I can't remember what size they are. Are they 1-gallon gas cans or 2-gallon gas cans?
I thought they were like 2-gallon gas cans.
But you don't remember.
But I don't remember either.
Do you remember if they were $4?
$4 was the price, yes.
Okay, I think it's a 2-gallon gas can for $4, but it might be a 1-gallon gas can for $4. But either way, I looked them up online at one of the big box stores, and they're $13.99. So I'm just letting you know, we do. I'm going to presume we have some left.
Yes, we do.
Okay, all right. So we don't know what size they are. We know they're $4. This is marketing at its finest. We have gas cans. We don't know what size they are. We do know they're $4, and we do know we have some. How about dog boxes? Do we have any of them left?
We have a couple left.
Okay, now they're Amish made.
Yes.
First thing people say is, does it mean I have to have an Amish dog? I don't even know what an Amish dog looks like. Does it mean it has a beard? In other words, I don't know.
That's what I'm picturing, a beard.
Jimmy's growing the Amish look. But anyway, I'm just letting you know, if you need a dog box, these are very well constructed. Don't they have a shingle roof on them?
Yes.
Okay. So do they have a floor in them, or do they sit, is it the ground, the floor?
No,
I
it's
can't
got a
remember.
floor in it. I mean, it's basically, if you looked at it, it almost looks like
a mini shed.
A mini shed.
Okay.
I mean, it's built just like that. You know, it's got the same siding on it, the same shingles on it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. And what are these, like 187, 197, something like that?
147.50.
Are you sure about that one?
That's what we got him.
All right, look, now he's checking his computer. He's like, that sounds too cheap.
He likes to mess with me, folks.
No, I know. I'm not in sales. After I buy it, I'm done. Okay? Show number 100's coming up. We need some input. We don't know what to do, but we're going to have the show. I mentioned kayaks at $150. How about them Adirondack chairs? Adirondack. What are they? Adirondack. What's the word?
Adirondack.
You don't even know.
You see, I've heard you say it one way so much that I'm like, I don't even know.
How many gallon is the gas can? Did you figure that out?
No, Adirondack is the
What day
is
is today?
Today is Saturday, July 11th, 2015.
Right. Okay, and it was just a week ago. It was July 4th.
It was.
All right, so anyway, what we're saying is we have Adirondack chairs, Adirondack, whatever the word is. These are made out of a poly-type material. I call them plastic wood, but you know the proper name, of course, is cellular PVC material. All stainless steel hardware, virtually maintenance-free. The ones we have are white. You go online; it's real easy to find these folding. And these are folding ones.
Yes.
Okay. I call them the plastic poly-type material. Anyway. Bottom line is this. You can find them all over the internet, $250, $300. We've got them, as usual, way below what they should be, $127. And they're Amish made, $127 each, and 4 for $400. That's $100 a chair. So if you need any of them, we got them. They're a heck of a deal. I don't know how many we have left. I know we had hundreds. I think we're below 50 on them. Okay, we also have some nice benches made out of the same material. Okay, so the benches I think are like $200, but I'm going to double check that. The benches are only $147. Okay, $147. Hey, I'll tell you something else we got. Do we still have the outhouses?
Yes.
Give up on the gas cans. You're burning up too much energy over there. Okay, the outhouses. We still have them.
Yes, we do.
Okay, these are real popular with people that have an outside swimming pool, and most swimming pools are outside. Okay, most swimming pools are outside, all right? But when we had a pool, we found if we stored all them chemicals inside the room in our garage and left the lid off the chlorine, it made things in the room rust, as odd as that sounds. So we got one of these little outhouse sheds, and we put all our pool supplies out there, whether it was our little floaties or our chemicals or whatever, and then we never had to worry about an animal getting into it, one of our grandkids getting into it. We just left it outside in this little outhouse storage shed. So we've got them. They're brand new in the box. Some people even use them for a duck blind. So if you have a blind duck and you want it to be able to get in out of the weather or something like that, you can get these outhouse storage sheds. They're 6 foot tall and 32 by 32 inches. 32 inches wide and 32 inches deep, or 32 inches deep and 32 inches wide and 6 foot tall. They're $137.50. Okay, $137.50. If you're visiting from out of state, wonderful. You will save sales tax. There's no sales tax in Delaware unless you insist on paying it, and then we will call that a tip. You're going to tell me what size the gas cans are for $4.
Not the gas cans.
What are we on?
The Amish
batteries?
made wooden dog houses.
Okay.
Correction of the price. I said $147.50. It's $147.
I knew you were wrong.
$147.
$147?
Yeah, 50 cents less.
Really?
Yes.
All right. But you still don't know what the gas cans are.
No.
All right, folks. That's Brooks Ritter. Today, if you want to work with a handicap, call Brooks. Okay? He's a good boy. All right. I say it all the time. He's one of his mom and dad's top 3 children. Right?
They only had 3.
They only had 3. Ding, ding, ding. All right. That's Brooks Ritter, Brandon Ritter's big brother. What?
We do have one more spot we need to hit.
What?
Jerry's Lawn Care.
Jerry Santoro, come on down. Jerry's Lawn Care. I was just talking to him about a project that I had no idea he does, but I'll talk about that another time. Here's what he does do. He loves to do paver projects. Like when I talk to him, he's like, oh, let me tell you about this one here I did, or let me tell you about that. He's passionate about it. So if you have a paver project coming up, whether it's a sidewalk, a driveway, just a little patio, whatever you may want done, and you want to talk to like the guy who's going to help you design it, the guy who's going to price it, and the guy who's going to be involved when it comes time to do it, Jerry's your guy. One call does it all. So Jerry sells and installs E.P. Henry Stone products, and he's actually certified Interlocking Concrete Pavement Institute certified. So I like that because that means he knows what he's doing, okay?
Yes.
And he's been in business like 10 years. He's a nice local guy, good family man. If you need some paver work done, I recommend Jerry Santoro. He also sells and installs and services irrigation systems, not the big kind like a farmer has, okay? These are the kind in your yard and stuff like that that have the little pop-up heads and so on. So give him a call, all right? Phone number 363-302-363-6025, 363-6025. Jerry's Lawn Care. Website starts with a www. 3 W's, not 4, okay? www.jlc. What could that mean? Jerry's Lawn Care LLC.com. JLC-LLC.com. 363-6025. You happy, Brooks? I got it in.
Yes.
Can I hit the batteries real quick?
Yes.
Okay. Now these are 12-volt batteries. They're not really a car battery. They are actually what's called a deep cycle battery. They're made for a lot of cranking on. We buy them and sell them because we have to buy so many a year to get the deal we get, and we use them in dump trailers, okay? But they're also perfect for travel trailers. Like I have a camper, that's the kind of battery that's in the camper. Also people with boats. Also people with a boat with a trolling motor like these because they're real strong. They hold a charge for a long time. I have a lot of low-end torque, okay? All right, like 600 cold cranking amps. Now, it's a brand called Interstate, very popular brand, nationwide warranty. But here's the deal. Online, Interstate sells this battery for $128, okay? Now, we got to buy 300 of them a year, so we got to buy them and dump them just to keep the deal. $99. $99
That's a good
for
deal.
a brand new battery that the same company sells for $128. So if you got a boat, you got a camper, you got a dump trailer, and if you don't have a dump trailer, we could sell you a dump trailer so you could buy a battery.
Absolutely. That
Now,
sounds
what do you think of that one, Brooks?
I like that idea.
Okay? That dog will hunt, right?
Yes, it will.
All right, $99. Think about it, folks. And other than that, what else? Show number 100. Oh, I forgot one more special, Brooks.
I just saw that.
Oh, you did not. Folks, I have had the specials today, so if you're listening and you're saying, I haven't even been paying attention, Jim, you need to call 337-8228 and say, hey, Earl, Brandon, Jason, tell me about them specials. You're under no obligation. You have to make contact with us by 1 o'clock today. Now, you literally could just come in person if you want. Make your cash, grab your cash, and make a dash to Weller's. But here's the deal. 6x12 landscape trailer. You got to look up the price. I don't know how much this is. Ooh, here we go. Spoiler alert. No, I don't know how much it is, but it's a single axle trailer. It's 6 foot wide, 12 foot long, treated wood floor. It has like a pipe around the top, like a pipe top rail instead of angle iron. Real nice if you need to strap something down. Not any sharp edges or anything. Then it has a ramp gate, and this ramp gate's just a little bit beefier than normal. It has these ladders built right into it, so you won't bend it or anything if you load something kind of heavy. It's a brand new 6x12 landscape trailer, and it's not just 6 foot wide. It's 6 foot 4. It's 76 inches between the fenders. I'm going to just tell you what you get with it because Brooks is looking up the price, and I need the price on the core weed whacker too. Okay? So anyway, here's the deal. This trailer here, Brooks is looking it up, and I got the ad right here. What am I thinking? It's a 6x12 landscape trailer. Where is it in the ad? Right here. $1,597. It's a deluxe 6x12 landscape trailer, and the ramp gate's a two-way gate. It not only has the ladders built into it, but it'll fold flat. So if you have a longer load or you're empty and you want less wind resistance, it'll fold flat into the floor or it will fold down. So 76x12 landscape trailer, $1,597. If you call by one and buy one by the end of next week, I will give you for free a Core, that's a brand called Core, battery operated, and it's got like a little power cell. This is a powerful weed whacker. $200 and some weed whacker. I don't know if it's $240, $260, something like that.
I'll have that for you momentarily.
All right, I'm going to give you one of them absolutely free. So it really doesn't matter exactly how much it is because I'm giving it to you with the purchase of one of those trailers. So the only thing you got to worry about is I've only got a couple of them left, and after that I'm done. So if you've been thinking about buying a trailer, that is the deal. $1,597 for a 6x12 landscaper with a pipe top rail, a two-way ramp gate, the ladders in the ramp gate, and so on. You get a Core weed whacker, $200 and some value, absolutely free. And when you pick this up, you're going to find it's as powerful, if not more powerful, than a gasoline-operated weed whacker. So who are we talking about? Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. All roads lead there. And we've got a lot of stuff. Showroom full. What are you shaking your head about? You got me the price on the Core weed whacker?
$287.50.
$287.50. You get that puppy free with the purchase of one of those 76x12 landscape trailers. I do believe we've only got a couple left, so that one there. You've got all next week unless somebody else takes advantage of it sooner. So again, if you're listening, you say, man, I have no idea what you're even talking about. Just call the store and say, do me a favor. Tell me about the specials that Jim had today on the show. If you ever want to watch this show again, you can go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com. It's kind of neat. We have people just keep going back and back and back and back. If you ever want to be on the show, we will talk to you about that. We are very affordable if you'd like to be on and have an interview or help me help you promote your business. Right now I'm a little booked up, but I'll have some room here in the near future. So anyway, it's WellerDoesDelmarva.com. We're on every Saturday from 7 to 9 in the morning, and you can watch it at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. And I don't know where we're going to be next week. Do you even know? I think I'm going to just do it from where Eagle Fest is going to be.
Then that would be a cool spot to do it.
That would be a cool spot. So we're going to do it from there somewhere. Probably the lobby of the church. I don't know exactly
you
where.
wouldn't have to get up as early because you're going to be right there.
I'll be camping. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So anyway, Weller's is open today. Brooks, anything else you want to say? You're going on vacation.
I am. Come on out and support us today.
So fund Brooks's vacation.
Yes, I do.
We should start a GoFundMe account. I see people. I have a problem with that. So
yeah, don't get me started on that.
Don't get me started on it either. Okay.
Yeah, I feel that kind of stuff is for
an emergency, not my newest idea.
Exactly. Hey, can you help me buy this? Because I want you to help me buy it. Yeah.
Okay, get off of it, Brooks. It's going to get ugly. Show number 100 is August 1st. Looking for any ideas anybody's got. And how in the world do you contact us? Okay. So if you want to send us an email, Brooks is brooks@wellers.com.
Yep.
I'm Jim@wellers.com. Okay. If you want to call the store, it's 337-8228. If you want to call me, it's 337-7300. Okay. So other than that, we've had a good time with you. Fran, thank you very much for all you do back at the studio to make this show so unbelievably successful, okay? We have a lot of fun, folks. If you're listening, please be aware we do try to be as entertaining, informative. We like our specials to be crazy and silly, but well worth doing. My gosh, that one where you got, what did you get, the generator and a kayak and a weed whacker for buying that trailer? That was a deal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I went in to get a bottle of water, and it was the big buzz back in the back there.
So,
what's that deal again?
Yeah, and I want to thank the folks from Dry Zone for having us out. We do have a good time doing the show here. Last week we had a good time. Where were we last week?
We were at Weller's. It was closed because of the 4th of July, but
that's why we had a good time. It was
yeah.
closed. We knew after the show we were done for the day.
I thought I was off after that, but I ended up helping out with the yard sale a little bit.
Oh man, we had a
loaded
good yard
a couple
sale
things
too.
up. There was a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it was crazy. We all just go in the yard sale business. I know I have the location for yard sales. Next week is Eagles Fest. Please look up their Facebook page. Oh, you can like us on Facebook. I'm Jim Weller, looking for new friends. I'll take about 10 of them today. All right. Brooks Ritter's on there. Then we got Weller's Utility Trailers on there. Weller Sheds and Carports, and Weller does Delmarva.
Yeah.
Not to mention Eagle Fest is on there. So anyway, Facebook's an amazing thing. So if you want to learn all about us, are we out of time? Are we done?
We're out of time.
Daggone it, I was rambling
wrap.
so good. It's a wrap, folks. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Have a good weekend. And I will be back next Saturday with Weller Does Delmarva, 7 to 9, right here. Bye-bye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation.
Delaware Paddle Sports in Lewis is your best choice for sales and rentals of quality stand-up paddleboards, kayaks, and accessories. Join them on a tour or ask to demo any kayak they carry to try before you buy. Delaware Paddle Sports carries a large selection of American-made fishing and recreational kayaks and quality stand-up paddleboards. Call Delaware Paddle Sports at 302-645-7300 or stop by their new location to experience their excellent customer service just south of the Nassau Bridge in Lewis. Delaware Paddle Sports, 645-7300.
Now is the time to save up to $1,000 with Serta's Elevate and Save event. Hi, my name is Chris Adams, and I'm the owner of Mattress Peddlers, your local family